going to closet Slim Racer's question here. There we go. The man of the summer. When you get to it, what are LRZ's chances of making the squad? I know nothing technically, but is he getting reps, but will it be enough?
Okay.
JD, I was going to say, we didn't really see him get offensively this past week. We saw him kick off a few times, which I think is still an interesting facet to the whole thing, that he can be this hybrid of a kicker role. But what are you making of what you're seeing right now?
So, LRZ, our guy from Wales, okay? I think LRZ, can he make the 53-man roster? And I said he has to be stellar on special teams. He has to be, to the point where you got to make it hard to get rid of him. He's got to go down and make plays. He's a personal protector. He was kicking off, did a great job on the kickoff. Heck, on the opening kickoff, he might have had some good yards if Remigio decides to block for him. And I'm like, he ran right by the dude. If Remigio touches the guy just a little bit, LRZ might be out the gate. So next game, we'll see, okay? This will be a last time to really evaluate if he's going to make the 53-man or not. And the thing is, it goes down to cutting other guys out. Can you get rid of somebody else to make a space for LRZ? LRZ, look, he needs a lot of work at running back. We know this, okay? You could say he's RB4, but he's a special teams guy all the way. We know that. That's going to be his end to make it this 53-man roster. So the Chiefs have to say, will we sacrifice somebody not being on this squad, the 53-man, for LRZ? That's the question. And if you could make the case for him to be on here, then the Chiefs will do it. But more for me, I see practice squad more so than anything else. Let him develop. Maybe toward halfway through the season, or maybe before that, then you could switch him in and switch him out, however you want to do it. But I just need to see more. He's just not getting enough reps, Marcus. For me, like, maybe this next game, you'll say, all right, LRZ, you got these next 2 or 3 series in running back, okay? Make a break, see what you're going to do. And, I mean, let the cards fall where they may. But
what does it tell you that he's not playing really? I mean, it's mainly special teams. I think he played every special team snap this weekend. But, like, what does that tell you from a standpoint of – because, I mean, we talked about this. The only way he's going to get better is playing the position, and he's not even playing running back. I mean, yeah, I think he came in for a little bit on offense at the end of the game, like tail the end of the game. But, like, it's pretty interesting that, like, he's not playing the position. He's only playing special teams. And, like, I feel that even with a guy who's a special teamer, you have to be kind of confident enough for him, but God forbid all the guys ahead of him get hurt, that you can be like, okay, well, we can put LRZ in at running back, and you know, he can be a competent running back during a game. But I just don't feel like we feel that way. And I feel like we wouldn't want to put him in a position like that. So can you really make the case for a guy who's just a special teamer to make the team, and you know, cutting other guys who could actually play a role special teams and on offense or defense?
It'll be tough. It'll be tough. Like when you start going through, man, that 53-man roster is going to be real tight with how guys are playing right now. I have my 53 already laid out. Let me see how it's going to end up. I think I'm going to be right on it. But it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be a tough one. But will you compromise some of the things that you want to do to get LRZ in? That's on them guys. I'm telling you, I think he needs to grow. The reason he's not getting reps at running back is because he's just not there yet. He's just not there yet. And that's not a slight to him. It's a new position for him. Like the whole blocking and speed, it's new. It is absolutely new to him. So it's no fault for him. It's just what it is. So
that's a good question here. Oh, not question, but a good comment here by Gav Leaf. Do we want to protect Butker and let LRZ kick off? I think it's his big in. What do you make of that?
Gav, that was what it would have to be, man. I think that's why they use him having on kickoff. So then you take Buckner out where he's just kicking field goals, okay? and you're paying him. He's the highest kicker, in the game, kicker field goals. But when he's kicking off, you have a guy that could come down or run people down if you need to with LRZ. So that will be the one. When you sit there and compromise, like, oh, okay, well, let him do this, let him do that. But who do you not carry, offensively or defensively, to put him in? Is the question, right? So I know we signed a new long snapper in because of his problem. Shout out to Noah Gray for coming in and doing a masterful job snapping the football, okay, in Winchester's absence and his injury. But
tight ends the tight ends can still truly do it all, JD.
That's what we do, baby. That's what we do. Come on. They ain't changed a lick.
Yeah. We got a question here from Rick Hendrickson. Last year, we relied on defense. This year, it looks like we are going to rely on offense and outscore people. JD, what are your thoughts?
I think we rely on both of them. I think our defense should still be in the top 10 in this league, possibly top 5. Obviously, Chris out, it looks different, right? And guys are not necessarily pro. Bolton's not playing. So we got 2 guys, top defense, 3 guys, a minute who's not playing on our defense. But I do agree with our offense now needs to step up because we got all the weapons on here. There's no excuse whatsoever why we can't put up 30-something points a game. At least 28 more, if you want to say 28 plus. We should get at least 4 touchdowns every single game. Every single game. So I agree with you, Rick. Very good point.
Michael Ramos, another question here. How long would it take for a free agent to come in and learn the system and get in sync with the rest of the players? Omenahu should be back in 6 weeks or so. So does it make sense to use that cap money?
If you're talking about a defensive end, it ain't going to take no time at all. See ball, get ball. Hit ball. Whoever got the ball, go get them. So if you're a defensive end, you should already know what to do. So it's going to be press, get the guy, lock him out, shed, and go get the tackle. So defensing, it's not a hard system to learn. That's why I get on defensive guys. I used to get on Warfield. I used to tell them, y'all guys got it easy. Y'all don't have to learn an offensive playbook, 200 different, things. Y'all go through packages, okay, where guys need to be. And y'all get told by the linebackers, okay, or the safeties to tell you what you need to do. So now it just be, joking around with my defensive guys. But no, for a defensive end, easy. That's easy. So no problem at all. Learn the system.
Another question from Melly Matrix. Roster count. 6 or 7 wide receivers and 3 or 4 running backs.
Melly Matrix. Man, my guy. 7 wide receivers, I think. 7 wide receivers, 3 running backs. That's what it's going to look like.
All right, and I wanted to pull this up just to get clarity. So this is the newest updated depth chart that came out tonight. And I'm going to put this up right here. Yeah, very interested. I mean, not really shocked by where it is at. It doesn't look like there's much change from last week's. Right here. Okay, so sorry, bear with me, everybody. So this is the updated depth chart here. JD, just a question, because I have some people ask about this online, or I've seen people ask about this. When you're doing the wide receiver 1, 2, 3, 4, how does it work with this page here? Like when you're doing the 1, 2, 3, 4, how are you alternating from Hollywood, Rice, Justin Watson, Worthy?
I mean, because these guys are interchangeable, I think you just kind of look at your top 7. Hollywood, Justin can play any position. We know it. Rasheed Rice, same thing as every Worthy. Same, Sky Moore and Justin Ross. I think the 7 right now, and I'm looking at Hollywood Brown, Rasheed Rice, Justin Watson, Xavier Worthy, Sky Moore, Justin Ross, and Cole Hardman. I think that's the 7 right now that you're looking at. That's leading the pack.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.